question for you. Let's say you're walking down the street and you see a sign for a restaurant and it says world's best sushi, $1 per roll. Would you go in? Or would you think, wow, what a bargain. I'm going to save so much money? No, I bet you'll keep working. You'll think that fish is going to give me food poisoning. But why? Because in the absence of information, price equals trust. If you're pricing your services or your products at rock bottom because you think it's competitive, in quote, you aren't being the competitive option. You're just being the $1 sushi. You're literally telling your customers something is wrong with this product. So today, we're going to fix your pricing. But before we touch those numbers, we have to talk about the quality of what you're offering. Because you can't charge $100 for a product and offer a $1 experience. Welcome back to Coffee with Mo. So we often think of pricing as a math problem. Cost plus 20% equals selling price. But pricing is actually a communication problem. Your price tells a story before you ever open your mouth. If you charge $50 for a service, for example, that everyone else charges $500 for, the story you're telling your potential customers is, I am an amateur, or my product is not good enough. That's literally what you're saying. But, and this is a big but, you can't just slap a high price tag on a mediocre product and hope for the best. That is definitely a scam. So today, we're going to work on aligning your price with your value. Before I give you permission to raise your prices, we have to have an uncomfortable conversation. And this question here is your product actually good? Like when you think about what you're selling, is it actually good? I see people trying to charge luxury prices, and this is a very common thing right now. Everybody's either saying premium service, luxury goods, but they're offering economy experiences. If you've ever flown first class or business class and also flown economy, you know what I'm talking about. Difference can be compared. And you definitely cannot put a Ferrari price tag on a Honda Civic or a Toyota Corolla. It doesn't make the car faster. It would just make the customer angry. High price, my friends, is a promise. You're literally making a promise to your customers. And you're saying, when I charge you a premium, I am promising you a premium experience. And the experience is not just the product I am going to give you. It means that, first of all, and most importantly, the product or service that I am offering to you would fulfill your needs without question. The second thing is that as part of that experience, you're going to have a very seamless shipping process. You're not going to be struggling with a dispatcher, or a dispatcher will be calling you and shouting on the phone. It also means that the packaging is secure. If you're selling food, I'm not going to see that somebody has stolen something out of the food, or if you're delivering a good, it's not going to be damaged. It's going to come to me the way it is intended to be delivered. And you're also promising me that if something breaks, you'll fix it instantly. If I order a product from you and something goes wrong, you are going to prioritize making sure that it is fixed as fast as possible. If your product is mediocre, raising your price won't save your business. It will actually kill it faster, because now people will feel ripped off and they'll be very happy to spread the bad news about your business. So step one is the mirror test. I want you to take a very good look at your product. If it's truly excellent and you're charging peanuts for it, you're robbing yourself. If it is just okay, like manageable, this is the part where I ask you to fix the product before you touch the price. Because again, you don't want to piss your customers off. You want to give them premium and charge premium only if you know and you're convinced that is what you're giving. Now, assuming your product is good, and I know for most of you it is, let's look at why being cheap is dangerous. It's called the volume trap. If you make $5 profit on an item, you have to sell 1,000 of them to make rent, for example. That is 1,000 emails, 1,000 boxes to pack, 1,000 chances for something to go wrong. But if you raise your price, so you make $50 profit, you only need to sell 100 of those to make the same amount. And here's the magic, right? When you raise your prices, you might lose the bargain hunters, basically the people who are always looking for a discount. But that's okay, because you can afford to lose half your customers and still make more money while doing half the work. That isn't just profit, that is sanity coming back to you. That is you being able to get your weekends back so that you can focus on the people that are actually paying you money to render awesome service to them, not those looking for bargains every day. So why are you scared? You're scared because you think customers buy based on cheap. But think about the last time you bought something important. Really, just take a moment and try to reflect on the last time you bought something important. For example, a car seat for your child or skincare for your face. I know at one point or the other, most of us have either bought skincare or we bought maybe perfume or something. Did you buy the cheapest one on Amazon? That one, those ones with the weird brand names? That's not what you bought. I bet. You bought the one that cost a little more because you wanted to be safe. So you don't go for the bottom of the barrel. You don't look for the cheapest, because we have that perception already that the cheapest usually turns out to be a waste of money. And most of the time you're right. So that's where you don't want your business to be. You don't want your business to be in the bottom of the barrel. You want to find that sweet spot, that place where you know that you're offering very good value and that you can charge what you need to charge and make enough profits for yourself that you focus on offering awesome service to your customers, right? Your customers are the same. When you raise your price to match your quality, you stop attracting the people who want cheap, who want it cheaper, and you start attracting the people who want good, who are more concerned about the value, not the price. Okay, I know you're terrified and you're thinking, okay, so how do I tell my customers, for example, if you're selling food or if you make custom ready to wear clothes or whatever you do, basically, even if it is a software product that you're selling. But here's what you're not going to do. You're not going to write a long, sad Instagram post. I've seen a couple of these, to be honest, that most times when I see it, I cringe inside. So what you're not going to say is, I'm so sorry, guys. Inflation is hard. I promise I don't want to do this. Stop apologizing for trying to survive. Instead, be confident and be professional. And here it goes. Hi, everyone. Just a heads up that on March 1st, our prices are changing, to reflect the quality and value we provide. If you've been eyeing something, grab it now at the current rate. We appreciate you growing with us. That's it. No sorry, no explanations about the cost of zippers, nothing. Just a statement of fact. You don't have to explain yourself. And for my service providers, that's consultants, designers, developers, if you have old clients on cheap rates, you just tell them, hey, whatever the customer's name is, as of March 1st, my standard rate is moving to X dollars or X naira, whatever currency. Since you've been with me for a while, I want to keep you on your current rate for another 30 days as a thank you. After that, we'll move to the new structure. Here is a point I want you to note. If you are the cheapest option, you are stressed, you are rushing, you are cutting corners to save pennies. You're giving your customers the worst version of you because you can't afford to give them the best. Raising your prices allows you to slow down, to add the extra touch, to write the handwritten note. Your customers don't want you to be cheap. They want you to be good. Focus on trying to make your products better, not trying to reduce price and doing discount. Focus on actually proving that your product or your service is as good as you say it is. But remember that if you charge the price, you have to bring the value. Now, your homework this week, as I'll always leave you with one, it's called the value versus price audit. I want you to take a look at your best-selling item and ask yourself, is this the $1 sushi or is this the main course? If it is the main course but priced like the $1 sushi, fix it. Don't apologize for it. Just announce the upgrade. Hey, we are updating our prices to reflect the blah 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 and all whatnot. Don't be the $1 sushi. Be the real deal. See you next week. Here's a question.